I'm talking to you now.
Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a rock. Can I get a rock? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off a bit. Don't let memories lie with the tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a rock?
Because you can, and boom. Oh. I pressed a random button and it was the button for the offered side eye guy's asshole up to the incubus / succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole. I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No.
Happy
birthday, Mr. Beardo.
Ending in 10 minutes. Turkey battle cry. Beardo looks like a white camp Mr. T. A pitbull. CRL, you clip that.
Oh, Beardo! Nice chat. I was about to write in the chat buongiorno.
Take the shit on you shouting that out. What's my nipples got? Side eye guy. He's that posh. He's like James Bond, but with a sock. Good. I'm very sorry. I had a frog in my throat. A frog in my throat? Frog in my throat. Erica Lynn, thank you for the 7 months. First time in chat in a long time. Howdy. I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you coming back to the fold. Good evening, everybody. I'm not going to get into the shite side of it until a little later, because otherwise I'll get asked to go over it and go over it and go over it. And I'm not doing that. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Beardo the best a man can get. But like, you can't sing the Gillette song at me. I'm like the anti-Gillette song. Gillette. Not what they get. Why are you eating frogs? I tried French cuisine today, and it was awful. Travis Fimmel. Is that the dude from Vikings? Don't say that. Don't say that. Because one of the things doing the internet about me lately is Beardo actually thinks he's a Viking is pathetic. Like, what? No, I don't. I get seasick. Hey, Mad Mark UK1. Guys, nobody pounce on Mad Mark UK1. It is not the Mad... He's not the Mad... It's not that Mad Mark. That is a very different person. Poor guy. Welcome in, everybody. Ooh, Gillette, the best... I better sing that, actually. Didn't the disrespect ruin that for everyone? Beardo's rocking the Tiger King look. Joe, before you disappear... I may have gotten this wrong, but weren't you one of the first people to have called the Conjuring House when you and Matt did your documentary there? I'm pretty sure that you were. Hey, Granny Dumpling.
Piss off, Ghost!
Loving the hair. The hair's fucked, man. I mean, it looks closer to what it's supposed to be. But yeah, I'm still wearing the hat because, Roger, I am fantastic. Thank you. I'm not. I've had a fuckful. But we'll get there. Beardo, can you ban Mason for being horrid and wearing Crocs? Sarah, fantastic. I'm afraid I can't do that because not only do I have Crocs, not only do I wear Crocs, but they've got Marvel superheroes in the holes of them now. Well, she looked at Beardo and started singing Sweet Home Alabama. That one I'll accept. You do realise I wear hats pretty often, right? Don't ban me. I can't ban him for wearing Crocs. Beagle looks like someone who does dumpster diving in a trailer park. Beagle, John, I said you're very welcome. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. No, the documentary is called The Harrisville Haunting, the real Conjuring House. That is copywritten, but we didn't come up with a name. See, because I'm being told that Corey and Jen didn't call it The Conjuring House. Somebody else did, but it was prior to Jack. I'm just trying to work out timelines before I open my mouth any further, because the other side of that argument... What a collection of fucking morons. Beto, can you ban Sarah? Because I asked nicely, please. Sarah! He asked nicely. And he wears Crocs. I'm good with Crocs these days. Erica Lynn, thank you for the £5. Hello, everyone in chat. Remember, it's always Beardos. Not this time. Gillian Daniels, thank you for the £2. Guys, I haven't got the board and stuff. And once I get into it, the comedy element is going to dip to a degree. Because, oh, fucking hell. This last 6 months on YouTube has been fucking horrendous. Not just for me. Not just for me. For other debunkers, other content creators. For example, today, some guy turned up my comment section, doxing Stevie from Truth or Demons, then threatening to dox me, have 10 people run through my front door to show me what real fear is, all while saying, I know who you are, I know where you live, I can do this, I can do that, all while forgetting that we all actually know that he is a convicted paedophile. He's been brought up in numerous live streams, his mugshot's shown because it's public knowledge, it's legal to share in that country of the United States, and that guy was stupid enough to threaten me. So, well done, it's all been forwarded on to YouTube and the authorities because you've threatened me. I am not tolerating threats from people. I will not have other people in the community doxed. And the people that you were doxing in the comment sections are all reporting you. Given your checkered criminal history, you may have just fucked up. Because even though I removed the comment, I screenshot it and sent it to the people that it applied to. Bravo! Richard Larson with the gifted membership. Thank you very, very much. You thought he was known as the Conjuring House. See, now, a lot of people have been shouting at me on Facebook, like, Warner Brothers own the rights to the Conjuring House. No, they don't. They own The Conjuring. As in the movie franchise. The first movie was called The Conjuring. It was never referred to as The Conjuring House in the movie. And somewhere between Corey, Jen, Jacqueline, and maybe one side or the other, I don't know, somebody coined the term The Conjuring House. It doesn't matter because Jacqueline Nunez owns the domain for it. She owned the website that Elton and Matt Rife have... They haven't just recreated it, they've cloned it. It's the exact same website with Jacqueline's details on there. Peter, it's time for another panel with Jason Hawes to discuss. Me and Jason spoke about this months ago because I've kept out of it. And I have kept out of it purely because I didn't want to get anything wrong. And I've only recently started speaking up about it because now there are tangible receipts. There are timelines and, you know, that I can get my teeth into. My biggest fear was I would say something. Lagging. Is this another wind-up? King in Yellow, thank you for the 28 months. Hope you're doing well. Much love, my friend. Appreciate you, King in Yellow. No board today, no, because it's going to get serious in a moment. Stacey Lynn, thank you for the membership. I really appreciate it. This world is becoming so toxic. Yeah, people are blaming the debunkers. Listen, shut your fucking holes. It's not the debunking community that's toxic. It's not the paranormal community that's toxic. It's the internet at large that is toxic. But it's only very small pockets of people. They just say the most horrendous things and they stand out. That's the toxicity, not communities, it's small pockets within the communities. It's keyboard warriors and online fucking hard men. Loris a lag. The video is like... Right, hang on a second. Right. For some reason, my computer is maxed out. Drop in frames. Right, my actual computer's fine. CPU, memory, all fine. Am I streaming in 8K? I must be, Joe. Why is that happening? Right, 2 seconds. Are we blaming YouTube not being able? No, it's something my PC end. Babs Robinson, thank you for the £10. Appreciate it. I may have to restart the stream. I'm just going to double check something before I restart it. Something's gone horribly wrong. 2 sec. I'm not streaming in 8K. Joe Vitale, do you see what you've done? I think I sorted the lag. I'm watching on my phone. No, there's definitely something up because I've dropped 28,000 frames in 9 minutes. Right, video bitrate. I don't think I can do this while I'm live, can I? Settings, stream. I can't change my bitrate while I'm live. For fuck's sake. Ignore streaming recommendation. Output streaming. Right. Bear with me, I'm just dropping the frame rate. Hopefully this will work. I don't understand technology sometimes. Right, I've just halved my bitrate, so the image may... I don't think that's helped at all, is it? I think you're okay now. If you want a quick fix, delete Windows. I'm going to have to get somebody to come up and look at my PC. It's your lameness that makes everybody lag. Is it still lagging? I had one guy say that I was lying about that YouTube. Unfortunately, sometimes don't do anything about what you're dealing with or the channel is big enough. It's an all-device issue. Good morning from Australia. Good morning to you, Tracy. Sorry, guys. It's broke because I'm here causing problems. You don't cause problems. You just discuss things. Looks fine to you. Yeah, but either way, people are just throwing out the most random things as facts. And it's like, oh my God, I have been looking through all of the documentation. I've got it all. And people are just wildly throwing guesses, which is what I didn't want. Are we still dropping frames? Bear with me. There's got to be something else open that I'm not seeing. I don't understand this. There's Shadow play help, right. There's nothing in my task manager to show what OBS is. This is an OBS issue, is it? Not for me. I don't know what's going on. No lag. Seems okay now. It's going to happen again because I've got a red bar with dropped frames on my OBS despite my CPU only running at 4%. I've dropped the encoding down by half, so this should be absolutely fine. It hasn't since you refreshed and the lag is fixed. You're not seeing any issues? It's strange because my OBS is showing massive spikes and dips. I don't understand it. Hey, Natu Haunted, how you doing? Was Stevie doxed to get both? He used her full name, said that he was coming back into the comments to give to dox her, and then he was going to dox me and give my address to 10 people to come through my front door and all manner of disgusting things. I think you know who he is. Convicted, that guy that started all this drama last year when people were being blackmailed and stuff for saying his name. Same guy. Restart the stream, but not in 8K. Shut up, JB! It's fine, you have no idea what dropping frames is. It'll be, on your end, it'll look like it's stuttering. Let's watch Beardo watch what little of his mind he has left. True. I'm enjoying your walk-in thoughts. I appreciate it. It's not lagging now. Right, cool. No lag at all. Right. Maybe we're fine. Maybe we're fine. I'll just push through for as long as it lasts, alright? Luigi's mushroom taint. Feel you considered maybe those guys filmed your house because they were afraid for their lives. You've been harassing them. Wait. Mods, don't touch this. Thank you for the $5, Luigi's mushroom taint. Have you considered that maybe those guys have filmed your house because they were afraid for your lives? You've been harassing them. So they are afraid for their lives and they turned up at my house of somebody they are so afraid of. Is that what I'm getting from that? Is that what you're trying to tell me? Please confirm if this is a joke or if you are absolutely fucking stupid. What the fuck? How do you even know anyone in Bristol, you muppet? Ah, dear God. Thank you for the $5. You just wasted your time. What a knob. Hey, Vinny, how you doing? This time it's Beardo's fault that he's like... Oh. He's still going on. Why? He needs to stop. Who's still going on? I don't know who the fuck that was. Who the fuck? All right. If you're talking about the guy that was... Yeah, him. What's that? Has he just said that I threatened him? Mods, he appears to have blocked me, so I can't see what he's typing. It's one of those again. So, mods, can you just block him? Because I can see people responding to him, but I can't see. I've come across some really fucking stupid people on my travels of the internet, but holy shit. Imagine being so scared of somebody, you turn up to their house. You look like Bill Bailey. It's not the first time I've heard that. It's not you, lives and streamers have been having the lag too. Right. Maybe it's an OBS. Oh, right. OBS has actually corrected itself. I've got no more red flashing things. Catherine Lawrence, thank you for the £5 troll tax. Let's go. Luigi's been at the mushrooms again. Mario needs to come and collect him before he runs to the kettle of justice. Tantan with the £5 troll tax. Rift the Bits, thank you for the £5. Catherons, thank you for the £5 troll tax. This is how fucked up people are on the internet. Somebody comes to my home, films my home, sends it to their mates through WhatsApp, and I am in the wrong for that. Now, even if I was everything people say I am, and I was relentlessly picking on him, relentlessly making videos about him. I made one video about him. But if I was doing all of those things, right, does that still give him the right to turn up to my house and film my house? Thank you, Jolene. Spaghetti alla Paranormale, thank you for the 14 months. Trolls in chat. Yeah, it's weird that every time I get on the wrong side of that guy that turned up to my house, trolls kick off, right? Strange, isn't it? So I'm not going to rake over too much of the old ground. You've all seen the video, I imagine. The lack of self-awareness of people is scary. Beardo, is Stormy Chris's birthday tomorrow. Hey, Stormy Chris, happy birthday for tomorrow. I didn't realise. Chat, do your thing. Megan, behind Blue Eyes, thank you for the £2 troll tax, because I'm in a mood. Kaz Feb, thank you for the £2 troll tax. I bet you just put on the servers on streaming the football again. Ah. The bottle is huge, because right, I've seen a few people ask for the walk-in. The reason I couldn't go out today is I'm in agony with my legs. My shins have gone again. It is what it is. I had the conversation with Dandalf last night, and Dandalf was like, maybe just intake with water, just keep flushing your muscles, ice. Most of the things I already do, but he was like, maybe your water intake isn't enough because you're doing fasted exercise. That's what's causing it, so potentially. So I'll give it a go. It's a bit sick and twist turn up your house. No matter what I've said or done, to turn up to somebody's house and film it and then send it to their mates, it doesn't warrant that. Quirky Bird, thank you for the £2. Rosalie Kershaw, thank you for the $1.99 troll tax. Lord have mercy. Beard, I want you to say this idiot is what you're going to be doing, playing knock door bunk like a kid. Right. So he's made a community post. And I was hoping he didn't bother with any posts and just fucking hoped they went away or something. But he hasn't. And Babs Robinson, thank you for the £5 troll tax. Erica Lynn, thank you for the $2 troll tax for the crazies. He hasn't done that. Instead, he's not only pity partied him, because he got caught, I guess. I don't know. But he's lied in the first paragraph. Can you get the police involved? Oh, mate, I didn't nearly get arrested. I was told that if I did to him what he did to me, that I would be arrested. I was a bit ranty. Isn't there laws about stalking? You would assume so, my friend. But apparently not. Apparently the police are not willing to do anything unless I go out there and defend my home or they actually do something to me. Absolutely no reason to go to a personal as to dock someone, and you damn sure don't go to the house just in case you don't like someone that's crossed the line and it's bullshit. Yeah. Sid, I've actually been checked for shin splints and it's not. It's just the muscles in my legs are fucked. And it's my own doing. It's my own doing because I've been sat behind a desk for 3 years without really doing much. Right, we'll do a tickle and then we'll get into this absolutely... I don't even know how to describe it. Like... We'll discuss.
Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls. Hot diggity, hot diggity, this kind of thing that just tickles my balls.
Fuck's sake. Restraining order. Troll tax and love the hat, by the way. It was a great hat, Glasgow Ghost Hunters. I'm actually going to put it back on because my hair is like all floofy and shit. Right, if anyone says lag, this time, it ain't my fault. That looks like a fucking hairnet. Right. Buckle up, kids. I don't need to be small and not reacting to anything. Right, so Haunted Truth, 1 hour ago, edited. To anyone reading this, and to those who have recently seen a video online about me and my channel that has only just come to my attention, I wanted to clarify my side of things. First paragraph, bollocks. He has only just become, or it's only just come to my attention. So, if it's only just come to your attention at this precise moment, then can I ask you the following? Ah, shit, this is American time. So 3:29 p.m. yesterday. That's you, yeah, Mad Mark. That's you in a Discord. I can only apologise to the podcast channel. I'm not going to say his name because he's had shit and he didn't deserve it. Norfolk Hacker, thank you for the 5 gifted. Appreciate it. I can only apologise to that for bringing him issues. Much of his video is not true. There are 2 sides to a story, but I hold my hands up for stupidly going to his area years ago. You didn't come to my area. This isn't a giant fucking... You were sat opposite my house. You were in the general area. I came to this area years ago. I did it thinking it was funny, but clearly I was mistaken and it caused people distress, which I am sorry for. There's a lot of things around this that people don't know. Whatever. He doesn't want bad vibes and all this fucking cack, right? On his Facebook, on his YouTube, he has only just become aware of it. It's only just been brought to his attention. Yet 17 minutes past 3 yesterday afternoon, he was in Discords fucking crying about it. So no, you haven't just found out about it, have you? And then I can see Pomp there. Obviously, Pomp, we kind of felt... We didn't really fall out. I just removed him because of complaints about him. I'm not going to go into those complaints, but it was numerous people, and I'm like, it's just easier to get rid of it. And Pomp replied with, so the video in question was recorded years ago, you see. Has me wondering why now it has suddenly been brought to people's attention. So if somebody creates or commits a crime years ago, let's use examples of the Me Too movement. Should those women just shut the fuck up because they were inappropriately propositioned or touched 10 years ago? It's historical now. Should we just leave? Absolutely fucking not, you dickhead. Why in the I personally have no issues with you. Like you said, we make mistakes, and the above post is the first step to a rectification. An apology to Beardo wouldn't go amiss. He did apologise. He did apologise. That apology means fucking nothing to me. Because he apologised, but then kept going online and kept fucking bitching about me. Beardo's in his beach bum phase. I've been in my beach bum phase since I was a kid. I like Pomp to each his own. I don't have an opinion of Pomp. There was issues and complaints. I got rid of him. But for Pomp to turn around and say, "Oh, if this was years ago, as you say, then what? Why is he bringing it up now?" Who shouldn't? Who shouldn't bring up something that's happened years ago? Now, how many years ago it is, only Mark knows. Because Mark is saying that he did this in 2024. Well, I wasn't aware of it in 2024 because I didn't confront him about it in 2024 because I didn't know about it. What happened, really, as far as I can tell, is he fell out with his mates, and his mates went, "Oh yeah, by the way, he's been filming your house and shit and sending it to us," but I didn't know how long ago it was. 2 fucking years ago, this guy who's been filming my house. All right, that makes it fine. Bearing in mind, I don't give a fuck. If I lived on my own, I'd leave the fucking front door open and invite him back. But I don't. Right, I'm writing this rather than making a video, as I'm starting making one but struggle to make sense of what I wanted to say. This is not an attempt to rally anyone or cause a stir or create drama. How can you rally anyone? And I'm sorry, but the people that are agreeing with you, the 5 or 6 of them, are fucking idiots. If they can't see the wrong in you turning up to somebody's house and filming it and then leaking it to your mates, and if those idiots think that, oh, he said sorry, is fine, is acceptable, then these people have the same social skills as you. These people would probably do the same thing as you and not think they've done something wrong. How can you not see what you've done? Creepy is beyond creepy. What's going on with Pomp now? Pomp has just commented on it, but what's really done my head in is if somebody says, oh, this happened to me X amount of time ago, don't bring that up. How dare you bring that up? It's historic. Fuck off. Somebody's punched in the jaw 4 years ago and they are fucking terrified of the person that did it, but suddenly they have a support network. Suddenly they're allowed to speak out about it. They feel like they can speak out about it. Then fucking speak out about it. Don't let some fucking mug that's been banned from more Discords than I've ever been in say, it's historical, don't worry about it. It's fucking wrong. But again, it's not Pomp's door that's fucking getting filmed and released to people, so maybe it's not such a big deal to him. Right, so to those who haven't seen the video about me and my channel, please don't be concerned. I would be very concerned that if you get on the wrong side of this guy, he will turn up, film your property, and then send it to his mates. No matter how much he thinks of you, this is potentially what he can do. Ah, dear God. So to those who are, blah, blah, part of the video in question mentions me going to the area where they live. No, you were directly opposite my fucking house. Going, that's Beardo's house right there, while your mate's talking about revenge. That happened a few years ago, and yes, I was there, but I was in passing on my way to an investigation. Alright. So I've checked out videos on yours while you have done locations in South Wales. From Bristol to those locations, you have to pass those locations to get to my fucking house. So no, you've lied again. The area you were in were closer to fucking Cowbridge. Because me and Dean have investigated those areas 2-3 years ago. It's a 15 to 20 minute drive for us. That way, Bristol way. You passed those locations to film my house. So no, you're lying again. To play victim when you did wrong. I'd a lapse in judgment and filmed myself in a car near the property, which I sent to a small group of people. I did not include the street name or house number. He didn't blur that video of my house. I did. He got a good full view of my house on camera. Clear as day. That house there with the light on in the door. That's Beardo's house. And then sent it to people. All they've got to do is a reverse Google image search. So while you might not have said he lives in and then read out my address, you sure as fuck gave them the ability to find my house. I did not include the name or street name or house number. Oh, should I be fucking congratulating you there? I don't think we need a sniper wolf. We actually fucking don't. But there has been enough shit in this community recently, and he's not part of this fucking community as far as I'm concerned. Fake paranormal and this shit. That's not part of this community. It's not what this community does. I have never, ever, ever, ever seen a debunker or a debunking adjacent channel turn up to somebody's private residence and film it. In fact, people that have threatened to kill me have never actually turned up to my house and filmed it. This has now resurfaced and has been used to paint me as some kind of monster. Ah, Mark. You filming my house and then sending it to your mates as a joke is the monster. That's the monstrous element of it. Not me outing it because it wasn't on your timeline. And the reason I've outed it is there's a pattern to your behaviour against me and against others. You start off friendly. Then when you can't get your own way, you start picking. And then after you started picking, troll accounts start arriving. After the troll accounts, You turn up to somebody's house. Well, the trolls have started back up. You've started picking on people's live streams and stuff. Not your own, other people's live streams, and now they feel like shit. Well done, because all the people that have featured you are viewers of mine as well. But you're the fucking victim here. I'm not perfect by any means, but who is? Nobody's fucking perfect. I don't know, Gillian Anderson maybe. Alexis Artemis, thank you for the gifted membership. I'm sorry I'm ignoring chat, but I've got to get this out because I didn't sleep last night through just being fucking pissed off at seeing what he was posting in Discord, this pity me thing. And then to see this, I'm just like, oh, do you know what? What's the fucking point? Police won't do shit. I feel this video is a total defamation of my character. He feels that my video showing him videoing my house and then his friends sending me messages saying that he's done it and that he's trying to buy the domain Beardo Gets Scared, he feels that that is a defamation of his character. Those are facts. Those are receipts. Now, maybe he's on about the fact that I've been told that it's a family member of his that they've been investigating as a poltergeist house, but I say that in the video. Right. I simply can't agree with some of the... Fuck's sake. I simply can't agree with some of the other things that are being said. I have not spoken about proving demons, nor have I been involved in any emails or coordinated nastiness. I didn't say you were. What I said is, you are the only person that I am aware of from this community that has my real address. You filmed my house, and then months or years later, Proving Demon says he knows exactly where I live because somebody told him. Well, it ain't my friends and family, is it? I didn't say you did. I said I have to question whether you leaked my name and address to him because he claims to have it. I don't think he does. But if he does, where did it come from? Well, you're the only person that's got my fucking address because I run a PO box and my registered address for the business is my accountant's. It's nowhere near my house. Nor have I been involved in any emails. The email I mentioned was one of your mates called Epic Sheep that said he couldn't wait to see me die of a heart attack because I'm a fat bastard. Now, he has also threatened Bristol Paranormal Hunters and a number of other people, but initially he was one of your mates that started the trolling on me. He started the trolling against Pomp. The reason this guy went at all of us was because Pomp kicked him out of your chat, or out of Bristol Paranormal Hunters chat, I believe, for being toxic. A portion of the video appears to be based on secondhand information and edited screenshots. There's no edited screenshots. I scrolled up to remove my fucking name from there because he used my real name when he sent me the messages. I don't want that out there again. But they weren't edited. They were scrolled up to remove privacy about me and conversations this guy was having with me about his daughter. Of course I'm going to crop that shit out. I also stand by my integrity in what I do. I don't fake things. That's just a difference of opinion there. I'm utterly convinced you're fake. You're utterly convinced that you're real. Much like every other bastard faker on this platform. But this isn't the fucking... this isn't the issue, is fake and real. It's the fact that I called you fake and you turned up my fucking house. We can agree to disagree on that. No, I don't agree to disagree with you. You are a faker. At the end of the video, here's your fucking mate throwing stones. The mate that has worked with you for years. Videos of yours that he's in with his stones being thrown. That's proof. That is proof of your channel having fakery. But you've danced around that. It's cowardly. This entire thing reads like a fuckload of lies, and your audience are fucking having a pop at me. All 5 of them. How ridiculous. I question the motive. The motives of YouTube dramas. But you didn't question his motive of turning up to my fucking house? Defamation and slander, to be honest. Admit audacity. Admit fucking stupidity. What the fuck are you people on? This is my private residence, and you think that he's the victim because I outed him for it. This is fucking insanity. Is that BP? It doesn't matter whose video it was. They were faking on a video. And listen, I asked BPH about that video because obviously you can see BPH are in the video. I asked them about it and they said, yeah, we told you there was fakery on the internet that you could find of him throwing stuff. You found it. They didn't tell me which video. They didn't give me timestamps. I found that to not drag them into it. Right. At the time, we were butting heads. No, we weren't. When you filmed that, I'd not mentioned you or your channel for a fucking year nearly. This is how long ago I covered your video and had a pop back at you. I was still working full time. I was still working in the factory because I remember to the day me and my dad, because I work with my dad as well, we went out to an on-site job. It's the only time we've ever done it. And we were working on a massive staircase, putting safety barriers in so people didn't... It was a mental health unit. It was perspex screening to stop people going over. And that's when I saw all the drama unfolding. And I was just like, what the fuck? This was after that. How long have I been out of work? I left that job in December the 23rd, 2024. I was aware of that summer. So your time doesn't add up. Or if it does, it's very convenient. Right. I don't fake things. You fucking do. When I went to the ramming, that was before I even knew the address. So, Mark, if you just turned up here on a whim on your way to an investigation, how did you get my address? How did you find my house? If you were just on your way to an investigation. Am I that famous that your sat-nav says House of fucking Beardo? When I went to the ramming, that was before I even knew the address. So that has nothing to do with me. So do you still work for Tesco? I haven't worked for Tesco for 13 fucking years. If you're trying to dox me, Audacity, try fucking harder. I left Tesco 13 years ago. No, longer than that. 16 years ago. So no, I don't still work at Tesco. Since I left Tesco, I worked in Ford in an engine plant. Mark has a degree in IT. Listen, admit Audacity, if you're going to go and stand up for somebody that is turned... All right, are you saying that because he's got a degree in IT, that's how he's found my address? It's still not him randomly turning up to the area, is it? I've seen you comment on there. Hang on, we'll get back to that, shall we? Defamation and slander. Defamation and slander. You think that I've committed defamation and slander outing a guy for filming my fucking house? Do you think that this is normal behaviour, do you? How did you know my address? Right. That has nothing to do with me. Mark. There were 3 other debunkers in that property with me when we spotted it. Maybe one of them had left by then. Maybe. So we'll count him out. So there's 2 witnesses to me going, holy, look at this fucking shit. And directly under your name, and I've scribbled it out, obviously to protect my fucking identity, in the same handwriting, with the same pen, under where it says Mad Mark, Haunted the Truth. There it was. My full name. For everyone to see. You can't go online and then say it's nothing to do with me when 3 other people, potentially, but 100%, 2 people and me saw it. And I've spoke to one of those people and they very clearly remember it. They remember going, what the fuck? Now, none of this made it into a video, but if you'd seen my reaction, I'm looking calm now compared to when I saw that in that book. Because after you went... Before I went, people that genuinely fucking dislike me went there and got my full name and address. It's not possible to put email addresses in chat. So we're going to talk about his IT skills, but then not admit that he's done anything wrong, yeah? Just check in on that really smart lady. A few other points were raised about other people, but that's not for me to speak on their behalf. It is when you're doing podcasts with them. You know, you meet Chris. You're doing podcasts with him about the paranormal, about debunkers being toxic and shit. And when he's in your videos throwing stones. And you can say, oh, I can provide the raw footage. What difference does that make? They come from off camera. I made a bad judgment call in the past without realising what the implications could be, and I'll own that. Would you have owned it if you'd been locked up for it? You ain't owning shit. You were hoping this would stay buried. You ain't owning anything. You're only sorry, and you're only upset, and you're only doing this pity party because you've been outed. Not because my wife's upset, not because I'm upset, not because my daughter is upset, but because people know what you really are. That's what this is about. I don't want to back and forth, then why post it? I know some people would like to see me fight back. You can't fight back. You can't defend. You turned up to my home, filmed it, and sent it to your mates. And then you can't say something like, but I only sent it to my close circle of friends. They would never share it because they fucking did. It got back to me. Not just by G. It was shared from you to them and them potentially to others. I was talking to, Admit Audacity that's accusing me of defamation and slander and came in and said that he's got an IT degree. Trying to defend this just fucking disgusting behaviour. Going forward, I'll continue making paranormal content. Feel free. And I think I'll be more careful about being outspoken on strong views that only end up causing unnecessary stress. Well, I'm glad that 3 years later, you've thought, maybe I shouldn't do that again. It took this. Furthermore, I'm sorry to anyone this has caused stress to who has been pulled into this. Oh, right. So you're sorry for the guy in the podcast that's got a bit of shit for featuring you on there. I think there's another podcast that I watch. I think she's had a bit of shit because she's had you on there. And it's not their fault. They didn't know about any of this. This is why it's being outed now. You are appearing more and more often, and you were slating certain debunkers. You can't go out there saying how nasty people are while not admitting to what you have done. You knew about this. You knew I knew about this. And you're still going out there slating people. You don't have the fucking right. Thank you to everyone who continues to support me through this and who has supported me up to this point and in the future. I don't understand this. Somebody, I've been out with you and Chris, I've never seen anything faked. I had to sign a form that wouldn't try and fake anything. It's a shame this is all being unnecessarily dragged up. Especially when it's not factual. How much fact do you want? Do I want to blur the video and dox myself to everyone? Jesus Christ. Now, I have had massive battles with a lot of people. I have gone hell for leather in wars of words. I've had people threaten to come to my house, never do it. I have had 9 death threats in 4 years. They were all at the beginning of my career, to be fair. I haven't had many since. I've had fake legal notifications, fake fucking copyright strikes, all of that stuff, right? I have gone through all of that. And I have never, ever, even with all of the stuff with Proving Demons, I have never said what I am about to say here. If you continue to support Mark in Discords or have him in your Discords, I'm leaving those Discords because I am not comfortable being in a Discord with a man who will turn up to somebody's property, film it, and then leak it. I want no part in a community that will welcome that when there are vulnerable people in Discords, because there are a lot of vulnerable people in Discords. I want nothing to do with that. So I'll be going through my Discord or other people's Discords, and if I see him in there, I'm gone. Bye-bye. But then I'll be unsubscribing to those channels. I will be anybody that can support this man or turn a blind eye to it or say, oh, he's harmless enough. No, he's not. He turned up at my home. I will not support them. I'm not going to come out and call you a fucking... I'm not going to call you a traitor. I'm not going to cause any drama or any rifts. I will just silently slope away. I will just leave those Discords and I will unsubscribe from those channels. And if they turn up in my chat and say hello, I will probably just blank them. Because I can't risk somebody saying something in a Discord. I can't risk somebody saying, oh yeah, Beardo's got this cool video out. It's setting him off and then him stalking my Discord or my Facebook or my YouTube. I want nothing to do with him or anyone around him. And anyone that associates with him or anyone that will turn a blind eye to it because, you know, oh, he's got ADHD or, oh, well, he didn't mean it. It was only a joke. If that's how you feel about what he has done to me and my family, you can have that and you can fuck off with it. I'm done with any of you. And when I say any of you, I mean I have friends on this platform. I have friends and I'm in their Discords. And I will absolutely just fucking walk away and leave you to keep that. I ain't going to call you out for it. Keep it. But I won't be associated near him or with anyone that associates with somebody like that. Because the next... Right, what if I never got that video? What if I never got that video and then he tried to turn up again? What if I was completely unaware of it and he tried to turn up again? I've had a bad experience with Discord in the past. Well, never have one. Yeah. Discord sounds toxic. It's not inherently toxic, or ours certainly isn't, because we boot it. As soon as there's a problem with our Discord, we boot people. No excuses, no questioning, just throw them out and then they can message us if they really want. 9 times out of 10 they don't because they know they fucked up. So if I never got my hands on that video, if that had never been sent to me, if I was never told, what happens if he turns up again? What happens if he had turned up again and I saw him? Now that we know the law, or at least how the law in South Wales seems to work, that somebody could turn up and film my house and get away with it. What would have happened then? I know what will happen then, I just can't see it. But the same thing will happen to any other fucking idiot that attempts to turn up my house and intimidate me or my family. I am not the biggest of men. I am not the hardest of men. Turn up to any grown-ass man's household where his family is and see what the fuck will happen. It's unhinged. John Tennant, thank you for the gifted. J. Smith, thank you for the 14 months. Can't believe I'm late. Scary part is what happened if he bumped into Mrs. Geek and Mini Geek. It is... Now, Mini Geek wouldn't have known who he was from Adam. She wouldn't have known him until very recently. Mrs. Geek would have known exactly who he was, and I don't know what her reaction would have been. I think her reaction may have been fear. She may have stuck him on his ass because she will defend her house. And the people that think that my wife is weak because she has anxiety couldn't be further from the truth. The woman is a fully qualified bodyguard, or she was, for 11 years. That woman knows how to throw down. The woman knows how to defend herself. She's trained to a higher standard than I am within certain aspects. But she shouldn't have to. At our fucking home. Anyone turns up to my home, I'm sorry, but fucking hell, it's got to a point where I won't just defend my home. I will actively fucking chase people out of here. I'll put the fear of fucking God into people for my family. And I don't care what the repercussions are if I chase somebody off. I don't give a fuck. It's my family. And then to see him fucking outright lie in the first fucking paragraph. So when I'm reading this, and those who have recently seen a video about me, I've only just come to my attention. He was aware of it at 3 PM yesterday. Hasn't just come to his attention. And the people that are in his comment section that don't see anything wrong with it, there's something wrong with you. They said she's weak. No. Nobody has said she's weak because she has anxiety. What I mean is, people may think that because my wife has anxiety, she may be scared of her own shadow, scared of people, and she can be on the wrong day. But at the same point, she is physically trained and capable of disarming people with weapons. That was her training. Fully qualified bodyguard. Training that I never did. I did the level below what my wife did. And I'll tell you why my wife did that training. She was horrendously bullied when she was younger, and then when she said she wanted to work in security, the industry that I had been in for years at that point, everybody around her said, you can't do it. You've got anxiety, you're too shy, you're too nervous, you can't do it. For a regular security job. So to basically prove these people wrong, she went out and got a higher qualification than any of us. She trained with a friend of mine, somebody that we've both worked with. He still works in the security industry. And he messaged me and he was like, for a skinny bird, she's fucking tough. And she only did that because she was told no. So she's not weak. She's a very, very strong woman. In fact, her anxiety makes her a stronger woman, I believe, than somebody without anxiety. Because for her, just leaving the house to go to work or to go shopping is a battle. It can be. Not every day. Her mental health is the best it's ever been. Her anxiety is the best it's ever been. But people don't understand things like when she has a panic attack while driving and I've got to go and drive somewhere to go and calm her down. Because she just physically, there's no cause to it. It just happens. And then I've got to go and get her. My mods will remember it because I was gaming streaming one day when it happened. People don't see that and then don't understand my anger and my frustration and my wife's anger and frustration when they turn up to my house. Anxiety gets thrown at the door when someone crosses a line. Absolutely. Basically badass and go. She is, but she didn't need this. Hopefully you see Friday House Live last night. He talked about it a little beardo. It's bullshit, remarked it. See, this is the bit. I'm glad that Friday... the reason I haven't mentioned Friday House is... Friday House messaged me yesterday and he was like, what's all this? And I thought he was having a pop at me. Jennifer Taylor, Discord is a... We're not sharing Discord links tonight. Because obviously his minions are watching. And... Sorry, Flurio, I've only just seen that. I don't know what that's about. I mean, anyone that wants to support any of these people that think it's fine can just get the fuck out of my community. Sorry. Obviously, there's messages coming through and stuff. I don't want to be reading messages and then kick off again. I'm starting to... I needed to get this off my chest. I needed to get it all off my chest because... when I don't know how to put it, I'm not trying to sound like I'm a tough guy. Friday House is he is absolutely a good person. He listened to both sides last night and he was like, you've got receipts. He doesn't. It just doesn't feel right. I was like, make your own decision. I'm not trying to enforce it. So, Beto, does someone need a ban? No. It's not a ban. In my adult working life, I have been assaulted, I don't know how many times. And this isn't feel sorry for me. This is for minimum wage, I was willing to get punched in the face almost on a weekly basis. Whether it was a doorman, security for Tesco. I mean, that woman thought she was being really clever, mentioning me working in Tesco. Hasn't been a thing for years. If you've ever worked security at Tesco or any supermarket, you will be aware of certain communities that drive around and rob stores and pull blades on people. You will be aware of people with certain addictions. That, my forehead there, was my head getting put through a window. One of my eyes, that one? Yeah, that one there, that was a kick to the face. The broken nose, the broken teeth, the broken hands, the broken fucking rib, the broken back that nearly retired me at 31 years of age was all for minimum fucking wage. And then I went into bailiffing, which was a lot more money. And then I did security management then. I went into an office. I didn't want to get punched in the face, but I was still working the fucking doors on the weekend. I've gone through all of that, and I knew what I was taking on, and it's part of it, and I did it for minimum wage. And now I do things on the internet, and that risk is still there because I've done the following. That's a string. That's reversed footage. Whoa, you can't go lifting a skull out of a grave. I ain't big, I ain't hard, I ain't clever, but I can certainly look after myself and my family. I'm not threatening anyone, but I will defend my family. I've said before, I will defend to the full extent of the law. I'll go as far as I need to for my family. I also know how far not to go because my family need me at home, not locked up in a cell. But how bad has it got when this is the second time in 6 months that somebody said they know where I live? One film in it, one like, I'm going to drive to your house, you've got 2 hours to shut your fucking mouth. And that's twice. The side-eye guy in the last 6 months has been doxed, unfairly struck, unfairly privacy shut down. J-Carts has been unfairly shut down. J-Carts has had threats. Andrew Stonerock has had threats. I don't think Mason has. Dandalf hasn't, as far as I know anyway. Maybe some people do get these threats and they don't out it. Fuck staying silent when people threaten you, and fuck staying silent when people try to silence you, because then they win. These people are never, ever getting one up on me. I dealt with the criminal aspect as a bailiff. I didn't go into people's homes and take the fucking sofas. They skipped bail or didn't pay their court fines. I took them or their stuff. I got injured in that job. Lots of us got injured in that job. It's the most stressful job I've ever had. I'm glad I only did it for a fucking year. Lockdown landed. They grounded us all. I never went back to it because it was a fucking horrible job. Yeah, true. But I knew what I was taking on when I went into the security industry and then the bailiff industry. I can handle myself. But as the older I was getting, the more the injuries were fucking playing up on me, the less I wanted to do it. So I choose a peaceful job. And eventually I leave altogether and I go and work in a factory carrying lumps of plastic about. That's what my last job was. I was a plastic fabricator on acrylic. Yeah, we all stay quiet. We don't want to rock the boat. Silence comes to bite us later. That's why you should speak up now. You did kickboxing? I'm not going to get into what training I've done where, but I've done loads of it. I am not a master of any of it. I haven't got a black belt in anything. I did bits when I was a kid. I properly boxed for a few years. I tried to get into cage fighting. It wasn't for me. Why would I pay to train to get punched in the face when I was getting paid to get punched in the face on a Friday, Saturday night? Oh. I agree. The more you show what's going on, hopefully it'll stop. It has to stop. It absolutely fucking has to stop. Because I think it's clear that I'm far thicker skinned than people think I am. Seg, recently, has had to discuss his mental health. I'm sure that wasn't easy for him. There are other creators having to discuss their mental health because of people going at them. And the first thing other people say is, oh, they called my video fake. What about my mental health? Don't make internet content. But it seems that we always get it worse. The debunkers and the debunking adjacent channels get it worse. I think that's a fact. His behaviour is a defamation of character. Or I don't think he's defamed. I think he's just lying to protect himself. Hi, Anne. He would have been better off staying silent. Putting a community post out. You know, I'm staying out of it all. Not lying. He lied in the first fucking paragraph. And because of that little lie, that sent me... It's like, how the fuck can you lie to defend what you did and then try to make me out to be some sort of villain? I didn't come to your house. I can find anyone that I want. I'm an ex-bailiff. Of course I can. I have no desire to do that. But I can find people. It ain't that fucking hard. And you don't need a degree in IT to do it. Thank you for speaking out about these issues. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you, JB. But this is the flip side to it. If I turned up to his house, or the Tits house, or Smug Puppy's house, or Proving Demon's house, or anybody's house, could you imagine the fucking uproar the other end? Could you imagine if a debunker actually threatened to turn up to somebody's house? Or if a debunker actually threatened someone? Like is being done to us as a community fucking constantly lately. There is always some threat of something, whether that be violence, doxing, blackmail, or I'm going to take your fucking channel down. We've all had, most of us have had all of those fucking things, and recently. And it's happening more and more. And I was supposed to keep shit to myself? I'm pretty sure I saw Boo. I did. Thank you, Boo. Lurking all right. Boo, I know you always lurk and catch up, mate. No worries. Rewriting history to suit the aggressor isn't just manipulation, it's propaganda. The post-truth crowd may be winning arguments today, but reality always gets the last word. Karma is patient. Yeah, thank you for the 11 there, Anti-Nexus. But his first paragraph was a fucking lie to defend himself. And that first paragraph, as soon as I looked at it, I went, well, what about these Discord posts? That undermines everything he said. So does that then not show a history of lies? So how can we believe that he was at my house the date he says he was? How can we believe that he hasn't been back? Or it was the first time? And I'm sorry. And Mark, you're bound to be listening, or your minions will be listening. Quirky Bird, thank you for the £2. Thank you very much. It wasn't a joke, Mark. I don't think it was intended to a joke, because your friend did the following. Oh, I want no part in your revenge. It was only a joke. No, it wasn't. I think you were showing off to your fucking mates. Because in that video, the light was on. There was somebody home. I was probably home. And you were showing off to your mates. It's fucking... Of all of the things that have been done to all of the debunkers, the worst things you can do are break anyone's privacy. Debunking any channel, actually. Doxing them, breaking their privacy, ruining their privacy. That is one of the worst things you can do. Turning up to somebody's fucking home? There are some nasty, evil pieces of work out there that really fucking hate my guts. They didn't turn up to my home. They didn't film it, and they didn't leak it out. People stomp off, throw toys on the floor. Yeah, I mean, there was a guy earlier threatening to dox me about a completely separate thing. He doxed another content creator, Truth or Demons. He doxed her in my comments. I caught it. I apologised to Stevie. Like, I didn't... It was there for an hour. I'm so sorry. But this is what was on the comments. No, it's absolutely fine. And then the next comment that I see, I realise he's posted 8 or 9 comments. One of them was to send 10 people through my front door. What, all the way from America? Well done. You don't know 10 people. You're a convicted fucking paedophile. The only people that know you as being a fucking paedophile. And this isn't something that I'm not allowed to say online because your image has been all over the internet for the last 8 or 9 months. Because you were involved in the blackmail against certain people. You were involved in people having their pets threatened. You were involved in all of that stuff. You're on the other side of the pond, but every nasty piece of shit, horrible thing that's happened in America to the debunking community the last 7-8 months, you were involved in it. And then you randomly turn up in my comments, and say, you've attacked me before. No, I didn't. I didn't even know who the fuck you were. I had to take your screen name and then Google it to see who you were. I looked at it and went, oh, it's him. How are you allowed online? Tracy669, thank you for the $2 Thanks to you, Miss Geek from Australia. Guys, thank you. Look, I know that these Wednesday streams are normally far more jovial, far more, you know, the button mashing and all of that stuff. But, oh yeah, it's all been reported to YouTube. All of it. Of course it has. I'm not fucking around with these people. I'm not taking the risks from these people. I will report any of this crap. Maggie C, thank you for the $4.99. We're proud of you, Beardo. Stand with you, Mrs. Geek. You're very loved. I appreciate it. And listen, I took a personal shot in that video. I didn't take many, considering what he'd done to me. But when I said you're a weird little fuck, the reason people don't watch you is because you're a weird little fuck. Some people are like, oh, should you have said that? Probably not. But let's be fair, it's one of the nicer things I could have said. It concerns me that they even thought about doxing you, with all honesty, is such a reckless, evil thing to do. Everything, right guys, honest, everything that has happened to me in regards to doxing, any form of criminality that has been aimed in my direction over the last 7 or 8 months has all been reported. Every stitch of it. I don't often post about it. I don't often talk about it. There are things that go on behind the scenes that I just deal with and I don't say fuck all. But it's escalating again. And more people are getting fucking grief and more people are getting threats. I mean, there was a Facebook post today about Matt Rife and Elton Casties and the Conjuring name. And somebody just took it upon themselves to comment back to a lady in the comment section that didn't really say much. If I was still in the area of, and then named where this person lives, I'd knock you the fuck out, or I'd knock your block off. There was a woman yesterday who was threatened to have her jaw broken because of a Facebook post about the paranormal. It's fucking insane. Fucking insane. All the stuff with Andrew is just fluff. It might have been, but I'm not taking the risk. I'm not taking the risk. There's no such thing as an empty threat. I'm not willing to accept that any of these people are doing empty threats. That's a stupid thing for me to do. That is a stupid risk for me to take, is to assume that these people won't do anything. Because I assumed people wouldn't do anything, one of them turned up my fucking house. Will Rock Music, thank you for the £2. Best for Stu, Mrs. Geek, and the BPH UK. I mean, I know there are people, where will this shit end? It should never be normalised. It's wrong, simple. I mean, I got so... I mean, Spaghetti Paranormali's in here now. I have been so fucking stressed out with all this crap. I've nearly turned my channel in twice, 3 times this year. Last night, there was a innocent comment in a somewhat private setting. There was a innocent comment that I read as accusing me of drama. And I absolutely fucking exploded at a friend of mine. And I was like, let him turn up to your fucking door. I fucking ramped it. It wasn't too much, but it was enough. More than it should have been. And he was like, oh, yeah, but I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the other... Nah, fuck him. He should never be allowed to do that. I wasn't... That's how it's gone. Where it's fucking stressing me out. I'm not scared. I'm not worried. I'm stressed because my wife is getting worried and scared. And then she's getting worried and scared that I'm going to do something fucking stupid because people keep trying to turn up to my fucking house or threaten me. Thank you for exposing who he really is. I subbed to him as soon as I saw the video. You're amazing. Stand review, sir. It's not about subs and stuff. I personally don't think that person should be allowed to have a platform because clearly he's stalking me online. Like the new look, keep up your guard up. I always keep my guard up. I'm never going to give up. It's blips, you know? There are certain moments where I'm just like, is it all fucking worth this? Have I just seen that? I did. Ray, did you just fucking threaten me? Well done. Came across idiots like you in the military, so full of crap. You didn't, because I'm never in the military. Fucking dickhead. I bet you're one of those guys with a fucking profile of a military badge but never served. Fucking Walter Mitty or whatever you call it. Giuseppe Stromboli, thank you for the 199 troll tax. Glad to have you back always, as well as the whole Geek clan. Stay strong, love to miss Geek. Thank you, Leanne. Get off my lawn. Thank you for the 499. Vito, you almost sound defeated. I have been at the point. The worst of the worst was when I lost my channel. There was the live stream when I was about to lose my channel. We just got it back and then I lost my channel. That was the fucking worst. But this shit does grind. It does grind you down after a certain amount of it. The worst part of it was not that he came here and... Well, it's bad. The worst bit is that I had to sit opposite my wife, look her in the eye, and say, I've got to show you something, please don't freak out. He's been to the house. I could have an 8-foot fucking monster stood in front of me wanting to eat me. That is far less scary than having to tell my wife that. Because I don't want to upset my wife. I don't want to scare my fucking wife. Mad Max, don't do that. Please don't do that. That's not the way it works. You try and let this go. You'll cause yourself to get seriously and for the sake of your family or something. I know, but this is my... As long as he shuts the fuck up and leaves me alone. As long as he leaves me alone, this is the last word I ever want to say about him or his channel or any of his friends. I will be pulling away from anyone that is in support of him. I will be pulling away from anything to do with him. I will never, ever want anything to do with him or anyone that supports him or deals with... I want fuck all to do with it. But I'm not just being fucking pushed to silence. And then me and my wife have to deal with this fucking quietly. And he's going running around scot-free. Slating me. Slating other debunkers. It's fucking wrong. Wisdom, thank you for the gifted. Mods, thank you for your work tonight. I can see stuff happening. There's nothing to joke about. There isn't... There's no funny side to this. I've been threatened and I've made jokes. When somebody fucking does what they've done and then it's the cycle seeming to start again. Yeah, it's all on the page. It's all on the page, and it's all full of... What I suggest you do is, I'm not going to rake over it again and again and again, is rewatch the stream from about 5 minutes in, where I start reading his post, prove that the first paragraph is complete fucking bullshit. But yeah, Justin, you've got a point, man. You've got a point. I don't think it's made me ill, but I've lost sleep. The last 6 months, I have lost sleep over content creation. I've lost sleep over my channel getting a quarter of the views that I used to. I've lost sleep over doxings. I've lost sleep over people threatening to come to my house. I've lost sleep over fucking stupid shit. Like trying to decide whether I should or shouldn't put a video out in case I offend someone, or in case I say, oh, I think that's fake. I'll just do top 5 videos instead because they're safe. And I do top 5 videos because they're safe. I've been playing it safe for weeks, and it's worse than it's ever been. Dean, thank you for the £2 troll tax. Over telling the truth. It's more than about telling the truth, though, isn't it? It's about people's financial implications, I guess, and a lot of it I'll take on the chin. I've got to take a lot of it on the chin, but not coming to my home. That's death threats, and then coming to my home. That's... You've gone too far. Fucking bring out a video, call me a dickhead, fucking animate me into a cartoon. Hey, Paul, thank you for the £2. Do that. I don't care. Fuck me. If you ever really, really want to fucking do something about it, stop me on my own when I'm out and about away from my home. If you see me, don't look for me, but if you see me somewhere and you want to go, I want a word with you, fuck, do it. Don't come to my home. Don't dox me. That's all I ask. Give me a time and a place if you want to meet up and have an adult discussion. As long as it's in public, then fine. Don't come to my home. Don't dox me. Don't threaten me. Hey, Crow, how you doing? Don't support bullying, especially. Do you know how hard it was for me? Well, you don't. I had to basically say that Bristol Paranormal Hunters were being bullied. And they were. And they are. They were being bullied. And then when my daughter, she didn't mean it the way it sounded, but she was like, that's bullying you. And I was like, fuck me. Have I really been bullied? I don't feel like I've been bullied. I don't feel hurt. I don't, at this point, is this the first time I've told him to just fucking stop? Thank you, Catherine Lawrence. Lord Iron Fang Werewolf, thank you for the £3. I appreciate it. Doxing, it's not that doxing should be illegal. Doxing is illegal. But, fuck it. The amount of police reports that debunkers have made recently and nobody's been held to account, I wonder where does it have to go for it to stop? Does somebody have to get assaulted before it's taken seriously? Does somebody have to... Worse? Is that where it's going? You've injured both thumbs? That's because you've been double-fisting hot dogs, right? Oh. Never changed. I'm aware I've changed. I was fucking gaming with the boys today. And before Yorkie went live, he was like, are you alright? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. He was like, no, you're not. You're quiet as fuck. You haven't called me this. You haven't done that. And all day, I just couldn't get into the usual. I started to come around a bit, and there was a bit more banter. It was just like, I wasn't defeated. I was deflated. Just like, And then I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm just going to go to bed. And then Fahab was like, you can't go to bed, you got a live tonight. And Yorkie was live, and I went, oh yeah. What I stopped myself saying was, I'm not fucking bothering. It's bullying behaviour. Yeah, it's bullying behaviour. I don't feel bullied. You haven't called me an asshole. Something is wrong with you. Mythos, if you know me well enough, bro, if I ever had an issue with you, I'd send you a message. I respect you too much. In fact, there's a number of creators that don't do much on the platform that I don't really speak to anymore. Not a rudeness or anything, just one of those things you grow apart. I've made a point. Even when I was on holiday in Spain, it's like, oh, Mythos, let's go. Hey, Mythos, look at where we're staying and stuff. I've got a lot of time for you, man. I've always had a lot of time for you. You're not an asshole. Sorry, my chat just jumped. Did you get the Truth Warrior? Are people really still trying to troll this? Are people still trying to... I hope nobody ever does to you what's being done to me. But this is the difference. Love you and the missus, long-time fan. Thank you, Sasha Wolf. Thank you, Shelley Gowlin, for the $3.99 for the £2. Despite you seemingly... I was watching all the trolls watching. I'll hide you from the other channel. Yeah, just get a shot of them. I hope that you trolls, you people that think that this stuff is funny, or this is the time to pile on me and stuff, I genuinely hope that none of this happens to you, and then when it happens to you, that you are mocked for it. Because it's fucking... It ain't fun. It really ain't fucking fun. Now, I'm a bit stronger than a lot of people, I guess. Not physically, mentally. I can be very fucking bullheaded to a fault. What if you do this to somebody not like me? Could you live with the conscience that you've caused them to do irreparable damage to themselves? Or just think on a bit. Stop your trolling. And if you are going to troll me, it's $100 fucking dollars, and then I'll call you a prick and my mods will get rid of you anyway. But if you want some attention, $100. Bigger spoon as always. Thank you for the $4.99, Michael. There's something going on there. Blue Floyd, thank you for the troll tax. I haven't put up with this complete and utter bullshit. Thing is, he said that he's never had anything to do with the trolling of me and stuff. We haven't had trolling like this for weeks. The second I start mentioning him, I'm getting trolled. And I know full well that you can just change the region if you're smart enough, the VPN, to change the amount that you're putting into chat. You can change it from pounds to dollars to hide who's really doing it. I am not saying 100% that this is him doing it. This hasn't happened for weeks and weeks. People have been commenting on it. We have not had trolls and troll influxes for weeks. And now this is happening again. When it comes to Mark. Trevor Anderson, thank you for the £2. Yeah, if you'd be... I know, I mean, there's fuckloads of you in here. 675 people in here. And I appreciate every single fucking one of you. I've heard my boy called me 2 times when I've been out in an asylum. What is it? I don't go ghost hunting or anything, but it's a serious amount of stuff walking at night. It could be your own mind. If I don't believe in them because I've never experienced... Well, I kind of did once, but there's the mimic, where something will mimic the voice of a familiar. But I'm not going to tell you it's a mimic, in case it worries you or scares you. But walking in the dark... You don't know what dust you're kicking up or the surroundings, the moisture. It can play tricks on you and you can think you've heard things. It could be an owl and you've just misheard it as something familiar to you. It's your brain tricking you. You contacted Black Belt Barrister. I tried to contact him. No, it wasn't Black Belt. It was somebody else. Never mind. Sorry. That would have been wrong for me to say. I contacted somebody else that does a similar type of thing. When I lost my channel and the unfair copyright stuff, I went to some very big creators in the space that were dealing with the same thing, but unfortunately too busy with their own shit, I guess. And I don't hold any grudges or anything. You know, these people have got, some of them have got millions of subscribers, and I was just like, fucking throw my luck in. Maybe they can save my channel. Attention seeking mixed with bragging rights. Yeah. Yeah. And how sad and lonely have you got to be to attention seek, pay for the attention seeking, and be satisfied by that? Bro, you look like you'd be part of my family. Don't blame me a bit. I'd be pissed off. Someone turned up, doxed my home family in it. Yeah, apparently, the reason it wasn't doxing is because he only sent it to a small group of people in WhatsApp. That's not doxing. He didn't publicly release it. If somebody in that group had publicly released it, that would have been the doxing from them. It seems like there was a loophole because somebody didn't want to do paperwork. But sure as shit, if I'd clapped back, I'd have got nicked. I'll fucking guarantee it. Paying for bots to troll your channel is pathetic. Yeah, I don't think he's paying for bots. I think somebody is creating their own bots. AI bots are instigating a lot of trolling for traffic, dollar for the platforms. I'll be fair to YouTube. YouTube is nowhere near as bad as Twitch for bots and trolls and stuff. YouTube is far... it's a much safer option than Twitch is horrendous for it. You know, sorry, Pinky, thank you for the 10 New Zealand didgeridoo-doos. You're also a person who don't deserve any of this shite. I deserve a bit of shit now and again, you know? Of course I do. I'm rubbing people up the wrong way all the time, and I do it with a smile on my face. But I deserve some shit here and there. If people want to clap back at me, clap back at me. But fuck me. Let's not get personal and private about it. Keep the Crocs in sports mode. Turning up your house is stalking. I believe so. Doxing is exposing sensitive personal information to anyone without permission, whether you had it public or not. The police in the UK don't seem to think so. Would proven demons go that low to dox? He says he didn't, but he did. He's solely responsible for leaking my full name, and he thought he leaked my address, but it was my business address. It's my accountant's address. The accountant office, not the personal address. Jesus. Embrace you in a Celt, go ginger, troll tax. Thank you, Alexis. Oh, man. It looks like it's gotten more ginger again, doesn't it? Dean Bailey, thank you for the 35 months. They're the dregs of the barrel. Absolutely. But the thing is, Dean will remember this. We very nearly worked with these people because they were investigating somewhere local to us. Not that local, you know, 20-minute drive. We were going to work with it. I'm fucking glad I didn't. Jesus. Keep your chins up. Chins? Hey, under this beard is a granite chiseled jaw, I'll have you... It's not. I don't know what's under this beard anymore. I've been fat, I've been thin, I've been fat and fat and fatter, and now I'm kind of trying to get thin again. Are you auditioning for Troy? Oh, the movie? I ain't no Brad Pitt. That guy run without wheezing and holding his shins going, owie! That's driving me mad trying to sleep at night. This is why I like the summer, because I've got the fan on and my tinnitus doesn't play up with the fan on. Margaret has been here for a while, and often the messages can be misread. Oh, Margaret's been around ages. Margaret's always in the gaming streams as well. Just happened to be in the area. The only areas that I've seen them investigate around here are 20 minutes that way. Bristol is an hour and 20 minutes that way. So what the fuck was he doing 20 minutes this way? And don't say going to the shop, because you've passed about 80 to get here. Beardo's like Chuck Norris, under the beard is another fist. Time to get a German Shepherd, Beardo. No. I mean, my house is covered, absolutely covered in CCTV, inside and outside. And, you know, I'm a dude to protect his family. I've got ways and means. Things you don't just fucking blurt out on the internet. Because I thought about it. I was going to leave something in the background. Like, yeah, fucking come here. It's horrible. Everything is too overly loud to drown it out. I do find that a fan helps. What they're doing is illegal. Make the police need to do their jobs. If something happens to you or your family, a major claim. I don't blame the police, man. Listen, I completely understand it. What's my weight loss this week? I lost a pound, so it slowed right down. I've lost a pound, which is still a pound. I lost half an inch off my stomach. Sorry, off my waist, but I gained half an inch on my stomach, which I don't know. No, we don't want the political stuff in here, thank you. When someone else sort of attempting to intimidate critics isn't a defense of a position, it's attack on the individual. Absolutely, this is the difference. They're not attacking or... Yeah, they're not going after Beardo Gets Scared. They're going after the person behind the channel Beardo Gets Scared. That's wrong. I've not done that. This is the way for all this to go. It'll go away and it'll settle. It always does. It comes in fucking waves. My genuine hope was that video yesterday would just shock him into being like, whoa, fucking hell. I didn't think he'd post that. I didn't think he'd post that. It didn't work. Because he's lied to defend it. Tummy fat is stress. Put on so much stress. This started growing long before I was... Flurio, I appreciate you trying to be kind to me. That's not what mine is. Mine was being a beer-swilling pig eating fucking junk food, and then, worse still, I left the job where I was lifting all day, every day, to sit behind this desk, and I was too lazy to cook, and I'd order food in. That's how I got in this state. It had nothing to do... Maybe it played a little bit, I doubt it. This is my doing. When will you be releasing the limited edition range baseball bats, Beardo? It'd be fun, wouldn't it? At least I'd have an excuse to have them in my car. Why are there 15 baseball bats in your car? If you can see, they signed the gifts from my community. 600... beer does... Not just... beer, alcohol causes it, which is why I've majorly cut back. I mean, my birthday week, I had 2 days where I had 2 days of drinking because we was gaming with the boys, just chugging, not chugging beer, but yeah, the fucking walk the next day was hard. I'm like, not doing that anymore. Beardo is my great times 30 grandfather. Am I? Narcissists don't stop. They will have to. They will have to. There's no two ways about it. Because while I am trying to keep within the terms of service, and while I am trying to stop this way, every person has a limit. And I am fast approaching the end of my fucking tether with it all. Not with you guys, not with people calling me whatever. I don't care about that. But the things in my home and my family, that is getting to a point where I'm like, the law needs to do something before I do. I knew Beardo was old. Sure, there'll be a few beverages to be had this weekend, Beardo. Yeah, there will. And do you know what? I can't fucking wait for it. And I'm glad I've got this all off my chest now. Because I don't want to go out this weekend with that concern. I don't want to have to go out this weekend fucking worried that somebody's going to ask, or, oh, fuck it. It's just get it all out. Get it all done now. Hopefully it all fucking stops and goes away until the next person starts. But the next person probably won't be so fucking stupid. Not to be political, but y'all's gun laws suck. Oh, man. I agree to a point. But I, for one, am fucking glad that there are very few guns in the UK. Fucking glad. There are certain areas of the UK where knife crime is fucking terrifying. Imagine them with guns. Blanket Lowe's typing the device harder for my large hands, but I see your greetings. Appreciate. Hey, Friday House, how you doing? Friday House, I wasn't mentioning you earlier. I just referred to you as a podcast. And then somebody said, oh, he's made a video, he's discussed it. So I've said clearly that you and the other podcasts that he's featured on the last few weeks were in no way, shape or form aware of what he was doing. Nobody was, except me and my wife. Just woke up, hey Beardo, everyone, sorry you're going through this, Beardo. I feel like I have to rewatch this. You'll need to rewatch the first... Yeah. I think I might have shouted more than you do when certain things are happening. Ah, dear. Being straight edge helps with fitness and stamina. Oh, I don't doubt it. I got straight edge friends. Some of them are really healthy, some of them are not. It is what it is. Peter, I'm so glad you did this live. We're all behind you. Off for a shower. No worries, Maggie. See, have a great time in the shower. Did that sound weird? That sounded weird, right? I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to be weird. Oh, don't know. It said arsehole that made a video. I haven't seen the video, but I bet I'll lose IQ points. That's a very, very short video. I didn't have to, from his end anyway. From my end, it was a 30-odd minute video because this is 3 fucking years of grief. Good beardos, no worries. Been listening to driving. No worries, Friday. I just wanted you to understand. And who's there's some? I haven't said the other channel's name because I can't remember it, and I feel like a twat. Rawside. He featured on Rawside one night, and it was a similar thing. And she's like, I'm so fucking sorry. I had no idea. And I was like, nobody did. Don't be sorry. This is nobody else's fault. This is just his actions. And I suppose to a degree, the guy in the car that didn't say, don't fucking film his house, for fuck's sake. Why are we going to his house? Don't drive the... Just let it happen. I wouldn't have let it happen. What's Phantasm? First time in nearly 40 years after you mentioned it last week. Forgot how bad that film is. What's the second one, Dan? What's the second one? I love the first one as well, though. But the second one's the better. It's the best of all of them. I realise debunkers do not create drama. They get pulled into bullshit by other creators in turn to... Thank you, A-Match. Thank you. This is something I've been trying to get through to people for a long time. And this is why I flipped out on a friend of mine last night, and I shouldn't have. When I defend myself, that's not drama. It's not drama. Filming my house isn't drama. That's not drama by any stretch of the imagination. That's something dangerous and real. That is not drama for the sake of drama's sake. When people are blackmailing people, when people are threatening to... The guys that wear masks, how many of those guys have people threatened to unmask them? We're aware of them looking for pictures of them. At certain points in my channel's history, I have messaged people and been like, shit, the reflection in that frame. And they're like, how the fuck did you see that? It's fine. Don't worry about it. They can't see enough. Because I worry about these guys' anonymity. They're entitled to that. Atrix Blue, thank you for the $9.99. Bypass police red tape. Get on a non-mall order in a local court restraining order. Make sure to get power arrest as attached. Get bailiff to serve. It comes near you and family's done. I used to be a bailiff, and it's a lot more difficult in the UK. Oh, you are in the UK. Non-mall order. Restraining order. Sounds expensive. It's an attempt at intimidation. Yeah. But when people are blackmailed, threatened, doxxed, and then we shine a light on it, we're like, fucking hell, this is wrong. We shouldn't have to put up with this because we said that channel's full of shit, or that there's a wire glint, or don't do that to that skull, or... Sure, we could just not say those things, but... I think that it's got as bad as it has now purely because of the amount of debunking channels there are now. There has never been as many paranormal debunking channels as there is now. And it hasn't been as many views on the paranormal debunking channels as in the last 3-4 years. 3 years? Because I'm not trying to do the king debunker bollocks that I get accused of. I'm not doing that. My views are shit. But two of the debunkers, myself and the side-eye guy, did really well for certain periods. Side-eye guy's still doing fucking much better than me, and congratulations to him. Genuinely. I'm glad somebody is keeping up the fucking fight, you know? I'm trying to keep up the fight. But years ago, you only really had the shape. Dando's never gone at anyone. He doesn't do specific channels, and I respect that. It's not cowardly, or I respect that. But the shape was pretty much on his lonesome doing it for a long time. And then I came along, and I started to grow pretty quick. And then the side-eye guy came, and he started to grow pretty quick. Mythos came in and grew really fucking quick. And I genuinely think, not the big guys, they don't seem to give much of a fuck. The twins went at me one time. The twins went at me once. And my channel exploded a little. And they must have gone, fuck. We mentioned him debunking us in a video and he's full of shit. And people have gone and bastard watched him. And now our comments are filling up with people shouting at us. My comments was full of their people shouting at me. Which means that my comments start going crazy. Which means that video got pushed. You know, the one where I drew Dude Bro on my face. That video got pushed. I grew a lot off that video. The twins have never, ever mentioned me again since. I genuinely think the mid to large size channels, the guys... Well, no, the small to mid, sorry, I meant to say. The small guys to the guys with 100,000, maybe 200,000. The reason all of them kick off and behave in as bad a fucking way as they do is they have never been held to account this often by this many people with that many eyes on it. And I think it's scaring them. Do people accuse you of saying you were king? It's happened a number of times. And it was kind of my fault in one aspect. Because one guy said, you think you're the debunking king. And I made a joke and I went, I'm the biggest debunker on YouTube. I'm the debunking king. And I did something stupid like I normally do. And holy fuck did I get taken out of context. Even the sheep fucking messaged me like, you fucked up, man. People are saying that you think you're better than me. And I was like, that's not what I meant. He was like, no, I watched it. I laughed at it. I don't care. It's a great point. There's some of the community who misuse the word drama. This is not drama. I got the same treatment Frankie Angelina stuff. Don't trivialize this by leaving it. Fuck, absolutely true. Absolutely true. That's important. I don't know if the community misuse the word drama. Some do. I think some just call it drama because they just, oh, it's fucking drama. That's a them problem. Fuck off with it. I think some people misunderstand that it's drama. They're like, oh, look at this drama. Well, to me, side-eye guy, fucking anyone that's been doxxed, threatened, and threatened to have their jaw broken this week, which is fucking horrendous. That's not drama. That's real-world threats. It's not drama. And if we never bring these things to light, if we don't fight back against it, it gets worse and worse and worse, and it keeps happening. And then instead of people threatening me, or instead of people threatening to dox the side-eye guy, they start moving on to Mason. They'll start moving on to... I mean, Kenny gets his fair share of shit, to be fair. If the larger creators, such as myself and the side-eye guy, stay silent and allow people to get away with this stuff over and over and over again, more and more people will keep fucking doing it. We should never have to stay silent. There are times, I've said this a number of occasions with a number of dramas on this channel, that I wish that I had wore a mask. I've said it a couple of times. There are a number of occasions where I'm like, fuck, I should have put on a fucking voice box, hid my face. Why should we have to do that? Now, Not all of the guys that wear masks because they're scared of people finding out who they are. It may be that they've got a profession outside of YouTube. It may be that they've got young children. It may be that they've got, I don't know, in the case of Crow, Crow doesn't want his face or his name or anything out there because certain regions of America will be like, that's where all the fucking hot dogs went. Why is he keeping them behind his ears? They ain't pencils. People should be allowed to wear masks. People should be allowed to have a cartoon image or whatever they want, and not have to fucking worry about people looking in every frame for their face. Or most of us go by nicknames. I know most of the guys' names, and then when I've met up with them, they're like, "Oh, you can call me," and I'm like, "No. You are Mythos. You are Dandalf. You are Seg. Don't remind me of your real names, and don't start referring to each other by real names because I might accidentally slip up, and I don't want to do that to anyone." When you get too friendly with some people, when you speak to them too often and you use their real names, potentially you could slip up with a name. And I'm like, don't fucking tell me again. In fact, I knew Crow's names. I genuinely, for the life of me, I couldn't tell you what the fuck Crow's name is at this point because I refused to call any of them by it. There are the odd ones, you know, like Horror of Horror. She's got a nickname, but she introduced herself as Carla, so I'm not worried about that. Thinking of rebranding just a little. May do some debunking as well. I have a few angle. Get a thick skin for it, lad. Plenty of done dramas in the community. Shit like this 100% doesn't belong in that category. I hope Mrs. Geek is doing okay. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right. Her range of emotions very quickly went from full-blown fucking anger to, and she'll admit this, she looked me dead in the eye and she went, just fucking delete your channel and go back to work. That is where she stood on this. And it's not the first time she said that to me. This year, it's not the first time. And do you know what? I'm like, yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. I may as well. And then I lose. I remember you asking me if I minded you say my name on you. See now why? Yeah, I tried to stick to people's nicknames. People were like fucking PayPaling me, and I read the real names out like, fuck! Because I don't know what the real name is compared to the YouTube name. And that's why I don't want to know the debunkers' names. If they've got private names, I don't want to know them. I don't refer to them as YouTube names out of disrespect. I just don't want to get into the habit of calling them Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John because they are all the disciples of Christ, don't you know? Me being Christ, look at me. I got the hair, I got the beard. Justin catching strees about his jumper again. Let's be real, anyone tries to find me, Mickey isn't my name. I don't understand it. You know? I don't give a fuck what anyone's name is. In fact, I find it disappointing. I find it really disappointing when it's like, yeah, that guy with a really cool nickname, his real name is Eric. Oh, what? Eric? That is not the name of any single debunker, that's why I've said it. Like fucking Eric. Eric! You can use your hands as whistles. It's easier anyway. Nobody has to ask who X is. Nah. Not at all. Not at all. And there's a lot of... I don't know how to say it. There's a lot of smaller groups within this large group. And some people in private use their real names, which is fine. I never have any part in that. Even my mods. The only mod that I have that I full on use their full name is Phil for Hab. One Annalise, I know her name. Of course I know her name. She is One Annalise. Even when other people call her it, I don't call her it. In person, when we've met, I don't call her by her real name. She's One Annalise. I don't care about people's real names, and it's not because I only care about the YouTube persona. It's because I don't want to give anything away on accident, because sometimes I'm a dumb prick. But, you know, only a few. I don't think I would be alive. You saved my life, and thank you. Margaret, I've seen other debunkers get comments similar to this. We get them quite often. And honestly, when you're having a shit day, week, month, or couple of fucking months, because some of us have had months and months and months of this shit. This has been going on since December. You are Spartacus. When you've had all of that shit, and then you get a comment like that, and I'm not trying to dismiss your comment here. When you get comments like this, or when I see other debunkers getting comments like this, because there's been a fair few on all the debunkers channels that we've saved people's lives, that we've saved them from doing something that they really didn't want to do, but they were there. All of that stuff, that's what outweighs the negativity. That's the shit that helps me sleep at night. You bullied me. Alright, I bullied a liar. Fucking whoop-de-doo. Stop fucking lying. You made my day better. That makes me feel fucking good, man. And not just debunking because we debunk channels, but any content creator that brightens somebody's day. When somebody tells them that, it makes them feel fucking good. It's weird because voiceover channels don't ever really get called out for not showing their face, but as soon as you put a mask on, they see you hiding. Just thought that was weird. I think maybe it's something just inherently about masks. Maybe because a mask by design is to hide your face, whereas an online cartoon or emoji or something is just... I don't know. It's fucking weird, right? Really weird. Maybe I should never used... Maybe I should use a nickname when you hit my page. You stop giving a shit. No. I mean, it's not all doom and gloom by any stretch, is it? I have made some fantastic friends in this community. People have come from other countries to stay with me and Mrs. Geek. We've gone to other people's areas. I've gone camping with people. I've gone ghost hunting in some of the most haunted places in the UK, or allegedly most haunted places in the UK. I have met people through this that I'd never have known otherwise. Sadly, getting attacked by losers, trolls, and toxic people is nothing new. We just got to learn to. We just got to let them do the miserable shit and leave them behind and move forward. To a degree, Seg. To a degree, I agree. But I think there are times when shit needs to be called out. People turning up to my home, that needed to be called out. The blackmail and the threats you were getting beginning of the year. I mean, we didn't hide this. You've discussed it as well. Me and you weren't really on speaking terms. I had a load of shit when we weren't on speaking terms, and you helped me, and then we weren't exactly bosom buddies and best chums. You had shit, I helped you. It's just good people trying to help other people, you know. And I've helped so many people in this community, and they fucking helped me. You know, when I come off a live stream and fucking, I'll get a message off Crow Judas. Hey, dude. I was just watching your stream, and I gotta say, you okay, bro? And I normally am. Wait, Beardo, you're not wearing a mask. Listen, if I was gonna wear a mask, it wouldn't fucking look like this. Yes, call that 100% criminal acts need to be reported and exposed. Absolutely. Absolutely. I think threats, doxings, all of it, people need to understand. I think it's also important that people understand the people that they are supporting on the platform as well. You know, imagine you're watching a channel, you're like, oh, this channel's really fucking good. Hang on, he's doing what to this person? Fuck that. The other part of the name thing is also being in a biker family. We use biker names. That's true. I mean, I know a lot of bikers, obviously, because I do the bike rallies and stuff. I don't know any of their fucking real names. They've all got ridiculous names, like Zog. Crow impression was far less offensive than Crow's Beardo impression. Crow's Beardo impression? Fucking hell. I am surprised that the country of India didn't go to war with Crow of Judas. Because he was like, hey, bro, I can do a Beardo accent, bro. Hello, and I am Beardo's Get Scared. Welcome to my channel. What's a fucking hell, Crow? How'd you manage that? Community doesn't have to mean to be besties, just respecting each other. Absolutely. I've gone fucking hell for leather at some people. And listen, there are some things that I have done in my past on this channel that I wish I didn't fucking do. There are certain things that I said that I wish I didn't fucking see. Can't take that back. But, you know, if there was a time machine, there are certain things where I would have been like, yeah, I didn't need to do that. Fucking hell. So people wearing masks or something akin to a mask have been around since the dawn of times. It's not true. Fucking theatre, stage productions, fucking illnesses, masks. Careful, Beardo. I was just doing an impression of Crow of Judas doing a Welsh accent. And that's what he did. No regrets, Beardo. Not so much regrets. Things that I wish I'd learnt in an easier way. Never forget Womb Reader. Hey, Womb Reader, I regret, alright? I really regret Womb Reader. Baby Spice, I'm proud of that shit. I'm really proud of that shit. Fuck it, I look bastard good in that dress. I've just realised I've nicked Colin from the Paranormal Files hair. Shit! It sounded Italian. Fanculo. Seg reminds you of Jonathan Ross. Don't... I mean, Seg can say his R's. Jonathan Ross has got a very specific voice. Oh, do you mean the mask? Because the mask has got a similar hairstyle to Jonathan Ross. Is that what you mean? Time machine fun to stop Crow from doing the first Beardo impression. Timu Colin. Oh, guys, come on. Can't Colin be the Timu Beardo? Come on, don't put that on me. Could you make up with Colin? Colin's hair is more blonde. Hopefully. What kind of mask would you wear? I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Thank you, Kim, for the 22 months. Paranormal Engineer, thank you for the 4 night. I don't know what I would have done. It never even entered my head to wear a mask because I was doing the reaction stuff and Timu Colin is accurate. He might have been a crazy American, but he was still American, damn it. Oh, man. You look like Colin's twin. Maybe I should straighten my hair and dye half of it black. I see Beardo wearing a helmet, not a mask. I mean, I've got 3 or 4 different helmets in the garage. I've got... do you know what? I've got a big skull fucking face shield in the garage. It's supposed to be for airsoft, but I used to wear it under my open face helmet because I thought it looked fucking cool. Oh my god, you do have Colin say, oh no! Oh my god! It's a demon! That was my Paranormal Files impression. Did you like it? Colin, I'm not having a go. I was just having a bit of fun there. Helmet hair. My hair's screwed, man. 'Tis what it is. That can't be right. Jonathan Ross is an annoying wanker. Seg, however, no, you're right. Seg is like Jonathan. Oh. Well. Beardo pool mask. Unfortunately, he's not a mask. He actually moves and talks. The mask is under there or in the garage. Your hair does not look like Colin's. Thank you, Stevie. To be fair, Colin, I have been enjoying Colin's second channel. I've never watched the second channel because of a lot of the subject matter. I can't watch stuff like that. Your scream wasn't high pitched and loud. Thanks, Carla. Right, guys, it is gone 9 o'clock. I know Bristol Paranormal have got a Sandra's live is tonight, and they've had some shite as well. So if you could please go and support Sandra from BPH UK. It's a much calmer stream than the usual The Two Brothers, because they are fucking horrendous in the best way. Look into Midwest Ghost Hunter. Are you new here? I have made a number of videos on the Midwest Ghost Hunter, and he has taken it all with a smile on his face, laughed, encouraged it, demanded I put him on the board of bullshit. I even did a parody of him at 30 East Drive, and he was like, this was fucking great, but you definitely blinked once more than me. It is what it is with him. He knows what he's doing. I know what he's doing. We just fucking laugh. And listen, some people will be like, oh, you shouldn't be that friendly with him. Why not? He hasn't doxed me. He hasn't threatened any of us. And he helped Seg out. Megan Behind Blue Eyes, thank you for the $2 Nickelback hit. I'm straightening it. It's because I fell asleep with wet hair, that's why. Right, I appreciate you guys. Please go and check out Bristol Paranormal on this link. Sandra's got a live. I got a feeling they might be discussing some... I don't know, they might not discuss any of this, but they were involved to a degree. Because the shit they've had, it's been really unfair. Sunday night's live depends how much I've drunk at the Parameet this weekend. So I don't know what's going on Sunday night. I'm hoping to do it. But there's not a drama stream Sunday. There's not any of this. It'll be fucking pushing buttons and the usual shit. Same as Wednesday next. In fact, Wednesday next week, we'll either do some debunkings or live reactions. Back to normal. I needed to get this shit off my chest. I appreciate fucking all of you for turning up tonight. It really means the world to me that you've all turned up and you've all supported me. All of you guys in chat, it's really meant the world. I appreciate you. Mrs. Geek will appreciate you. Ian got his beard back. So he emailed me and he was like, look, Beardo, I got a beard. And I know, obviously, why he didn't have a beard. And I emailed him back. That's not a fucking beard. Try harder. Nah, he's a good lad. He's a fun guy. I should do a video on him again because he's fucking hilarious to watch. Right. Go check out Bristol Paranormal. I appreciate every single one of you. Thank you all very much. You're all fucking legends, and I fucking feel so much better. This shit's been building up for so long. I feel so much better. I really thank you guys. And so, because of your kindness, I'm going to make your night. Last night, my wife and I watched 2 films back to back. Luckily, I was the one facing the TV. That's fucking shit. I can't find my end screen. You'll have to have the beginning one. Much love to you all. Beardo. Lord Farquaad. Fuck off, Mickey. Beardo out. Ow.
When you feel it coming down, the beetle goes around and need a roar.
I'm a faulting you now.
Can I get a roar? Dressed up like a T-Rex with that perfect strut. All the people in the chat's just going nuts. You need a roar. Can I get a roar? If you're not feeling well, it's a nice surprise to get her off the beard in every line. With those tiny little arms and the flowing tail. If you don't like it, you can go fuck yourself. Can I get a roar?
Because you can and boom. Oh.
I pressed a random button and it was the button for the offered side eye guy's asshole up to the incubus / succubus. Nothing happened to his bumhole. I get brown and pink mixed up. Fuck off. No.
Happy birthday, Mr. Beardo.
I do apologise. I've just realised Mickey wasn't the first one to say that, one Annalise. Fuck you, one Annalise. You should fear being banned. You're all fucking banned.